This is the American Express Cobalt card review, so let's begin the video now. Okay, for starters, I'm fully aware that the American Express Cobalt Cold annual fee will change from $12.99 up to $15.99, which is kind of a drastic difference for sure, and it's going to deter people from wanting the American Express Cobalt card. But let me explain to you right now why the American Express Cobalt card is still one of the best cards in Canada. So let's begin. So for starters, the American Express Cobalt card multipliers are really good, and let me explain to you why. So you get 5 times the points on all eats, drinks, restaurants, and groceries. You get 3 times the points on all streaming subscriptions, and you get 2 times the points on all travel-based things. Well, to be fair though, they kind of nerfed it a little bit, but on the caveat, if you book anything travel related through the Amex portal, you get an additional point. Yeah, things like gas for the most part and all that are part of the 2 times the points multiplier, and then 1 times the points on pretty much everything else. I'm gonna go ahead and dive deep into the multipliers right now. So because the American Express Cobalt card annual fee is getting a little more expensive, it can deter people from wanting this card. But if you take full advantage of the 5 times multiplier, then you're always going to be in the win at the end of the day. You'll get yourself some free flights and so on and so forth. So let me explain. You can use it on all restaurants and grocery stores. So that includes places like Freshco and Sobeys. So if you have to do weekly grocery shopping, you can just simply go to Freshco. It's relatively inexpensive and you get all the benefits of 5 times the points. And trust me, this adds up really quickly. And next thing you know, you'll be on a trip to Spain. And in terms of restaurants, I know like people don't like spending too much on food, but you can even use it at places like fast food joints like McDonald's, Wendy's, Tim Hortons, so on and so forth. So your little local coffee shop like Starbucks around the street, or like a huge restaurant or a small restaurant, can quickly add up into a variety of points. And trust me, it's really worth it in the end, and I highly recommend it. In terms of the 3 times subscription, a lot of people have like 1 to 2 subscriptions. Most people have a Netflix account, a Spotify account, and so on and so forth, maybe Disney Plus or something. So if you simply put that into your credit card for the American Express Cobalt, you can get 3x the points, and trust me, that is the best idea that you could possibly do for yourself, because if you want to be able to travel freely, this is the way to do it for sure. 2 times the points if you fill up gas, although you can use the gift card trick where you buy gift cards from a 5x grocery store like Sobeys and Freshco. You buy like an ESSO card or you buy a Netflix subscription card. You can use that as a 5x multiplier as too as well. Yeah, even if you want to fill up at your local ESSO, you still can just use the credit card in itself and you get 2 times the points for it, which is really nice for sure. And then on all other daily transactions, you just get 1 times the points, but that in itself really adds up if you have a really expensive expense. Like I use this credit card for my annual insurance in terms of auto insurance, and that in itself is a great multiplier. I can use that annual insurance cost to then after go on a trip to the UK or Japan or something. Really, I'm telling you, it really adds up. And on top of that too as well, you do have pretty good travel insurance for the most part for the American Express Cobalt. It's unfortunate that you don't get lounge access or anything like that, but you do get, you know, your car rental insurance, mobile device insurance, which I have used. You just submit the claim and then you tell them about the situation, and then they give you the money in return if something happens to your phone. It does work very well, but you need to transact with the American Express Cobalt, and it's preferred to have the phone purchased in full at, if it's a Samsung phone, Samsung, Apple, so on and so forth. Yeah, they have other travel benefits like flight delay as an example. There have been situations where I've been stuck in places like Seattle, and then I had to stay an extra night, so I had to pay the hotel and stuff like that with the American Express Cobalt, and I had food expenses and all that. They reimbursed all the cost and fees because of my initial flight delay, and as a result, it's a $500 by the way. Everything was okay just because I had the American Express Cobalt. The customer service with the American Express services is great, so the insurances really, in my opinion, are worth it just because of the customer service and the value that the actual insurances provide. There's a variety of different other insurances too, like you'll see in the B-roll and stuff, but yeah, I have my high ratings for the insurances because customer service is great, and 9 times out of 10, if you explain your situation, you will submit the claim and get reimbursed for your claim. So you do get a little bit of like nuances like first in line American Express concert tickets, an Instacart credit of around 50 to 60 bucks or something like that, and you do get a bunch of random credits here and there, like discounts on Lululemon, stuff like that. I'm going to show you in the B-roll. Oftentimes I don't use them as much, but there have been situations where I have used them, like I got like an Expedia cashback or something, or like a hotels.com cashback. I have used those before, so they can be beneficial. I've yet to use like the Instacart like $50 credit because I don't like using it. I think it's a bad habit and stuff like that, but these services do come in handy. You also get $100 hotel credit or USD hotel credit for like American Express related hotel venues, so to speak. So as an example, if you just book your hotel in the American Express portal, the hotel, you get a $100 discount in regards to that. I have yet to use that because I think it's relatively expensive in relation to just getting a hotel externally or with Airbnb as a accommodation, but it is an option for sure if you're interested in the full benefits of the American Express Cobalt card. I will mention too, as well as a bonus, if you do enter the American Express ecosystem, if you have any questions in regards to them, there's always a chat box. You can call them and they don't make you wait like 30-50 minutes just to get on the phone with the customer service agent. It's really no more than 10 minutes at most. I think the app and the UX and UI of it is really clean. You can pay your bills properly, or you can just pay it from your bank. Either way, it's really super duper clean and everything's like clear and concise, and I personally like it. Now, in terms of your membership rewards points, once you earn them, there are like a variety of different ways you can claim these membership rewards points. I know you can go on the American Express gift store or claim your MR points towards your Amazon transactions, but I personally think one-to-one transfer partners are the best, and I'm going to show you guys in this video how to do that now. Okay, so essentially what you need to do is once you obtain a wide amount of membership rewards points, you essentially go on the website, the American Express Travel Partners Program or the Transfer Partners Program. You can see that there's a wide variety of different transfer partners, which are a variety of different airline programs as well as hotel programs. But I think the best is probably Aeroplan one-to-one, just because it's pretty fast, and one-to-one on the Aeroplan network is really good because you can use Aeroplan dynamic conversions and book yourself a relatively good flight for a good price. Like you can get a flight to the UK for under 50K if you're lucky, and you can do a lot of domestic flights that are pretty good too as well. But if you're using your MR points, I would recommend probably using it for international flights outside of North America. I think if you do it within North America, it doesn't really do itself justice enough, just because like the taxes and fees are sometimes the same price as taking a low-cost airline and just buying yourself a carry-on. So you really got to evaluate what you'll use your MR points for in the best way possible. Yeah, so from personal experience, I did finish the welcome bonus. I know the welcome bonus right now is 15K, but when I had it connected with Perkopolis. So it was like 30K plus 10K, so for a total of 40K points. So I finished the welcome bonus at that period in time. You need to spend a certain amount under a month. I managed to do that, and I flew myself, including my girlfriend, on a one-way ticket for 2 people to Rome. That was 100% free, and I just flew myself back. So it's really advantageous, but if I was solo traveling, I could have had a complete round trip 100% for free for sure. And I've also recently used it for one-way ticket to Japan. Japan during the summer is really expensive, but because I used my American Express points to one-to-one transfer to Aeroplan, that trip became so much cheaper. So I could not recommend this card enough, because the 5 times points multiplier allowed me to have enough points to transfer over to Aeroplan. In turn, allowed me to use those points to fly for free. So it's super beneficial at the end of the day. Yes, I do understand that the annual fee is kind of deferring and like not encouraging, but I think in the 5 times multiplier, especially if you use the gift card method, if you just spend a specific amount using the 5 times multiplier, or just spending a lot on the card, like about $1,000 a month or something like that, I think for the most part you should be fine, and you should be able to exceed the annual fee and be in complete profit for pretty much free flights. I think a lot of the time you just have to pay taxes and fees, but if you have an abundance of Aeroplan points, you can even cover the taxes and fees. So at the end of the day, it's unbelievably advantageous to have the American Express Cobalt. And by the way, this isn't a sponsored video at all. This is just me, a genuine fan of the American Express Cobalt, and I've just been using it for such a long time, and it's just given me so much pros versus cons. Now, I do understand that this card does not provide you with lounge access and stuff like that, as I previously mentioned before, but I do think in exchange, the multiplier does give you so many pros. Yeah, sure, I could transfer over to the gold or the platinum as an example, or downgrade to the green, but I think once those welcome bonuses are complete and then you just do some core spending on your card, I think the American Express Cobalt card is still elite out of all the other American Express cards, because a lot of the annual fees for the other cards are a little expensive, like the platinum and stuff. The Cobalt just gives you so much. That 5x is just, you can't beat that. You can't find that anywhere else. And to have the flexibility to transfer one-to-one to not only Aeroplan, but to a variety of different airline partners or hotel partners, you just can't beat it. I'll just be completely honest with you. The Cobalt card is elite, and in my opinion, the best card in all of Canada. But yes, definitely I have some situations where they don't necessarily accept American Express in specific institutions and places, but that's a dime a dozen nowadays in 2025. Cashless society, and like more places are accepting American Express and things like that. My biggest takeaway is like, like, yeah, you probably have like a MasterCard or Visa card that you use as a substitute, but you only have to use it if it's necessary. But the vast majority of the time, you can just use your American Express Cobalt. I'm telling you, great multiplier, one-to-one transfer to Aeroplan. It's really nice. And on top of that, just travel insurances and the insurances are really nice. I've had my phone fixed, customer service was great, and the money was returned after the claim in no time. I also used the delay insurance as well, submitted my claim. After a while, the money was returned to me and reimbursed. I have all my high ratings. The customer service is great. Definitely do keep in mind all of that if you're planning on getting the American Express Cobalt card. And also, by the way, use the link down below. You'll be able to get a better welcome bonus that's offered on the Amex website. So it's something to think about for sure, and it'll help out the channel. And check out all of the other links down below too as well, like the Insta360 links and all my other affiliate links if you want to help out the channel too. So with that being said, I think that's pretty much the end of the video. I hope this helps you out in if you want to get the American Express Cobalt card or not. And if you already do have it, a little bit of a tips and tricks on how to probably use it the best way possible. Thank you guys so much. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and peace out.